What's going on, YouTube? We back at it again with another one. Um, we about to react to this video from the Baller Alert show. I can't remember this woman. I can't remember this lady's name that they interviewing, but they probably gonna say her name, I'm sure, at some point throughout the interview. But y'all know I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. I want y'all to leave me your opinion in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let's get right into it.
Some nice stuff about us right now.
Because I'm trying to be nice to them this year in hopes that I can heal the world on my own, because I like to believe I have that much power. So maybe if I'm nicer to men, they'll be nicer to
But
girls.
maybe you just didn't meet the man that is for you yet.
So speaking of 9-to-5ers, right? So one of the last guys I wanted to date, he worked for Delta. Shout out to Delta. You know who he is.
His name is Delta?
That's what we call him, Delta. That's what my friend group. Y'all all got nicknames in the group chat. Don't act like you don't know. So we call him Delta because he works for Delta. One of the reasons why I didn't pursue him or go further with our relationship, nice guy, owns his own house, owns his own car, has a job, been with Delta for 10 years. I asked him what was next for him and he didn't have an answer. And I literally didn't talk to him after that because I just was like, I can't have all these plans for my life and you don't have any for yours. And that was about a year and a half ago. And me and him started talking again recently just because we both realized ain't shit out there.
Yeah.
We actually really did like each other.
But wait, not to cut you off. Why did you not tell him?
So I did tell him one day I got drunk in the airport, seeing him.
Oh, Lord.
And he will always do that. Like, whenever I have flights, he would meet me and make sure walk me to my gate and stuff. So one day I got drunk and I hit him up and I'm like, where you at? I'm like, I'm at D whatever one. Something, come here. So he came over and then I told him, like, and he took it well, and he has a new job within Delta now. And now they're flying him all over the country and he's doing all this other stuff. I like to think that I kind of motivated him in that aspect. So you can make people better, but patience is the key. I think I didn't have patience.
Okay.
I'm also one of them people.
New year, new you.
Okay.
Okay.
So
men don't deserve less. Then.
No, I did not say that. That man don't deserve less. Oh, I
So
don't know. That don't
you
even
motivated
feel right.
him.
Yeah,
You motivated him.
It always feel like I'm being nice to the men.
You are.
This is my clone. I'm a clone. Look, I'm glitching.
No, seriously though. Why? Let's.
Let me pause this real quick though, and start by saying, I get the feeling that this woman is obviously, first of all, obviously she a feminist, right? But I get the feeling that she is like a man hater, low key. And I know, you know what I mean. We don't like when women say that, like, "Oh, you must hate women," and da da da. But a lot of times when women say that type of stuff, when men tell them the truth, right? It ain't no truth in what this woman's saying. You know what I mean? Like, she's saying men deserve less for stupid reasons. You know what I mean? Like, she's saying men deserve less for the stupidest reasons. She really haven't even gave her reasons. Yeah, she just talking about this dude that she dated that worked a 9 to 5. He sounded like he was a good guy, right? And instead of getting with him and just being there for him, right? She wanted to try to hurry up and push him. Oh, he don't have the goals that I want for my life. I want to be rich, you know, and I want these type of goals and this and that. And I can't knock you for your preferences, right? But it's just like, this woman probably almost 30 or in her 30s, bro. Like, at what point are you gonna grow up, right? Like for men it's different, right? For men, right, if we want more out of life, we just gotta, you know, fasten up our bootstraps, man, and go get it. You know what I'm saying? For women though, it's like your genetics come into play and who you are as a woman come into play, right? How I feel is, if you a woman and you maybe are like an average woman, right, who maybe is like a 5 or a 4, right, in looks, right, but you got a really good personality, right? The best thing for you to do is to get with a dude when you young and just be there for him and just motivate him without actually telling him, hey, look, I need you to go get some more money and I need you to do this and do that because I want a nicer car and I want a nicer house and blah, 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 blah. And you going to like try to outwork him and all that extra shit. Like, I think that you just need to be there for him. Like, your femininity is your key. Like, you know what I'm saying? The more feminine you are to him, the more sweeter you are to him. These type of things, when y'all start having children and stuff like that, something is going to trigger in him. It's something that's in men. When they have a woman like that, it's going to trigger in him and make him want to go get it. I'm not saying every man, because some niggas is just bums, flat out, period, point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? But that's why it's up to you to pick the right type of dude. This is why I think that it's super important. Like, I think arranged marriages would be great if they came back into play. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not though, because even like the men before us was goofy motherfuckers, so they probably wouldn't be picking right for their daughters and for their sons anyway. But I mean, in some situations, I think arranged marriages would be great. I mean, I know that if I had a daughter, like, and I was to, you know, she was to get older and I was to set her up, I would know exactly what to look for her. You know.
My brain
I want you to give me some points. Why do you feel men deserve less?
Okay, so don't threaten me with a good time, because you know I love to pull a good list out of my back pocket as to why these men. I'll start with Ray J off the top of my head. No, matter of fact, I'll go with Ocho motherfucking Cinco. Ocho no. This man sat here, got a baddie with her job, a career, and is outside cheating on her.
Hold on, man. See what I'm saying? This is why I say that I think she a man hater. Because see, when men say stuff about women, sometimes dudes be women haters too, and they be speaking some bullshit. But a big portion of the time, dudes be speaking the truth, and that's why women say they hate women. You know, because they be speaking the truth, and the truth hurts. This right here is this is just goofiness. Ocho, let's start with Ocho Cinco. He had a baddie who had a career and a job and this, that, and the third. Why does that make her a baddie though? Why does that make her, like, because she look good and she got a career and a job? What's her disposition? What's that mindset like? You know what I'm talking about? Like, this is probably a faggot, man. This is probably a goofy broad, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is probably a goofy female. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what that disposition was like, what that mindset like. Like, just because she got a job, like, I don't even care about a woman having a job, to be honest with you. You know? Unless she giving me all that money. You know what I'm saying? And we know that wasn't the case. His wife probably was making her little money and putting it in her pocket. We don't care nothing about no woman having no job, man. What they got to do with it? What they got to do with anything? Unless she bringing back all them checks to you. What they got to do with anything? A bro having a job. Like, these females be misconstruing things. And he still cheated on her. Okay, it's Chad Ochocinco. You talking about celebrities, bro. Like, of course he cheated on her. Like, what you think you going to get you a celebrity, a male celebrity, and he not going to cheat? Most of them cheat. They all cheat. Dr. Martin Luther King, you know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't even going to say, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't even going to bring that on his family or nothing like that. But he was cheating. Like, they all cheat. It's in men instinctively, especially when they get status and they have options. They gonna go do their thing. Since the beginning of time, kings have multiple harems of women. That's how it went. That's how it goes. When a man gets status, he gonna have other women. So you either go and get you a Christian man who work a regular job, the dude that work at Delta who probably treat you like a queen and never cheat on you. You know, all you gotta do is not talk to him for months and then call him on the phone. I'm down at this terminal, down at the bar. Come have a drink with me. You know what I'm saying? Or you can go get you a celebrity or a high status individual or a dude who got a lot of money or whatever the case, got a lot of things going on for himself, and he probably gonna have 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 of you. You know, you gotta make up your mind. That's your decision. But if you want to do like that, you can't complain. You know, it's preferences. You know, if I make a bunch of money and I don't have no woman on my side when I'm building myself up and climbing up the ladder to success, you think I'm gonna have one? You think I'm gonna settle for one when I get there? No. I'm not even extreme. I got some things going on for myself, but I'm not even extremely successful right now at this point in my life. Like, I'm not extremely successful. I'm not no millionaire. You know, I might play with a few $100,000 here and there, but I'm not a millionaire, right? You think I'm about to be, you know what I mean? You think I'm like, even right now, like, I'm not about to just deal with one woman. Like, that's not about to happen, bro. That's not what I want. You know, if you can get what you want, you know, I work on myself constantly to build myself up in the gym, read books, mentally strong, physically strong. I got my own crib, cars, all this type of stuff. Like, you think that I do all that just to be with you and you only? They be like, well, if you truly love me, I don't have the same type of love that you got. You're a woman, right? I don't have the same type of love that you got. I don't fall in love and be like, oh my God, I'm so head over heels, I'll do anything. Like, no, that's not. I have boundaries and standards and preferences and things that I stand on. And I don't move those for nobody, no matter how much I love you.
Just because he wants to. And then it's...
We know this for a fact.
That he's cheating on her. Yes, did you not see her just do her interview? And she said that she caught him cheating. And everybody was like, well, wasn't you married when you started dating him? And she was like, well, it was over. But that's her karma. But Ocho, my problem is men say that they want a certain type of woman. Then they get that type of woman and still cheat on her. Why? Men don't cheat because they're...
I'm going to stopping it because I know we're only 2 minutes in. I stopped 3 times already. But the thing is, the woman who Chad Ochocinco was married to, she cheated on her husband or her boyfriend or whoever dude was to her with Chad Ochocinco. And then you gonna get mad that he cheated on you? Bro, get up out of here. Like, they mental, man. I'm telling you, they mental, bro.
Missing something. Men cheat because they lack self discipline and they just be like, oh shit, pussy. Ah.
I don't think that's a man thing. I think that's a person thing. That's men
Rory,
or woman.
cut it out. Just because you got it together after you done fucked up in old child support, now you got it together. You two trying to be the beacon of speaking for all the good men in the world. You are one of 2% of these niggas.
I'm gonna tell you right now, men don't just cheat because they lacking self-discipline and all this stuff. Like, you have to give a man a reason not to cheat because it's in his nature to want multiple women. You have to give him a reason not to do it. It's like a woman, right? Women are hypergamous, right? By nature, they hypergamous. They're going to choose the biggest, best option. You have to give them a reason to only want you, right? You got to give her a reason to only want you. You got to compete. You got to outcompete your competition. You got to be the biggest, baddest, best. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to present yourself that way. You got to have bigger, baddest, best confidence and, you know what I'm saying, just be that dude. You know, when she meets you, she'll be like, I don't want nobody else. I want him. I got the best one. Her hypergamous nature, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be like, I got the best one. Like, all you bitches, ha, 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 I got the best one. Like, that's how women want to be, right? So for men, we want to have a variety. We don't want to just have the best one. We want to have variety. I can have the best woman in the world, right? She has to give me a reason not to go against my own nature, which is to want variety. She got to give me a reason to do that. And the only reason that I could see of you doing that is, obviously, if you want to be with me regardless, you're going to have to be obedient anyway. But it's virtue. It's like chastity, things of this nature. Like, that's what dudes got back in the day, right? They got chastity and virtue, right? So a woman would be like chaste. A woman would save herself for the man that she wants. And then she would get with that dude young, in her youth, in her prime. Men can't even get a woman in her prime nowadays, let alone chaste. Women don't want to settle down until they're in their 30s. And then by that time, they got 10, 20, 30 bodies and they think that's normal. But then they get mad when a dude cheat. Like, you're not giving me no reason not to. And I'm not the type to beg a woman for no relationship. So 9 times out of 10, she done begged him for a relationship. And then he like, okay, I mean, you could be my girl. But see, I do blame partly the dudes because they're not being honest, right? Like, you got to let a woman know, like, hey, look, I'm going to have other women. Or I want 2 wives, or I want 3 wives, or whatever the case may be. And if she don't like it, you got to get her own, man. You know what I'm saying? Because then you just deal with a bunch of problems. I don't know BT business,
so I can't really chew him up the way I need to. But I'll do some research.
Okay, who else is the other person?
Oh, we got Ocho, he ain't shit. Ray J, the audacity, running around with Suki Chain like he a baddie with her Nunu juice on his face and taking selfies. Oh my God, if I was Princess Love.
I don't even know why she worried about these celebrities.
Was that 100% accurate?
That was 100% accurate.
Or is this for television?
That was 100% accurate. We seen it. We seen the text
That
messages.
wasn't juice though. No. His shirt was probably messed up from something.
That man, I know the smile of a man trying to show you, like, look, babe, I still smell like you. I ain't even washed my face this morning. That's exactly what he had going on. Please, Rory, play with somebody else. You know damn well Ray J had that girl Nunu juice all over his face, on his lip.
All right, who else?
Okay, who else I got? I didn't even open my list yet. I didn't even open it yet. I don't know how this wasn't the first person. G Herbo. Would you like to talk about that?
Chill out on my boy.
I don't give a fuck. You know why I don't respect G Herbo?
Whoa.
He cheated on Ari while she was pregnant with this girl. Got with the girl. Knocked her up 2 times in her prime. Stop getting girls pregnant in their prime if you don't plan on keeping.
Bro, we all seen the videos when G Herbo was coming up and he was with Ari, bro. She was disrespectful. Rambunctious, disrespectful. She wasn't obedient. You know what I'm saying? And he had pay. He had status and all that. She still wasn't respectful and obedient how she should have been. You know? Because she felt like she was selling on him. You know what I'm saying? So she still wasn't respectful and obedient how she should have been, man. Of course a dude is going to step out and cheat on you. And you ain't coming with virtue or none of that. What is he getting for real? What is he really getting? He shouldn't even have settled down with her if you ask me. She lucky he even settled down with her and gave her a child. She the lucky one. Then you talking about you over here acting like he the lucky one and he did something wrong and this and that and the third. Like, come on, man. What was he really getting though? And she might say, oh, he was getting a bad bitch. He was getting a bad bitch. Man, nobody give a fuck about that shit. He could have fucked her. He could have fucked another broad. You know what I'm saying? And kept on fucking on her. And then let that be his little bitch he was just fucking on. She lucky she got the opportunity she got. And look who she is now. all off of him. Now she might say, if you ask her, oh, this is off of me and that. How many rappers and celebrities, right, that had women they done got with and had children with them, and the women just get rich just based off of her being an influencer and basically based off of her being this man's baby mother, her name being tied to his. She just got rich and famous based off of him, and that's all cool and all. I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying, respect the game. You know what I'm saying? I made you. You know what I'm talking about? I made you. You wouldn't have been nothing without me, man. You know what I'm saying? Still running around these streets, you know, getting fucked by these goofy niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Like, let's keep it all the way real, man. You know what I'm saying? I made you. You know what I'm saying? You over here acting like you gonna get mad because I'm fucking this other broad? Man, you better, you better sit back and play your role. What?
Them forever, that's dead wrong. Man. Taking girls out the game. Anyway.
Look, you doing too much on my boy. Too
all
much
I'm
on my dog.
saying is, he's doing
like this,
first of all, if y'all gonna cheat, stop leaving evidence. That's it. That's my only message to men. I don't
How do we know this is factual though?
The pictures.
All this is allegedly.
It's not alleged. Put it on me. That shit is a fact. You hear me?
If
you allow it to mess with you.
He might be an upstanding father, being a father and a boyfriend and a man are two different things. You can be a good father and a horrible man, and that's what he is.
What are you talking about?
Who else you got, man?
He be in his kid's life and everything. He spent time.
I'm gonna try to keep my list. See, I said I wasn't gonna
dad,
be mean to men this year, and then you got me started.
It was so many motherfuckers she could have
I didn't even have to say nothing. Kurt Rashida, you know who? Rashida, please this year for me.
Now, hey, look with my camera. I can't defend Big Dog. Damn.
And Jasmine just playing. That's the girl name, right? Jasmine just playing with
baby
Rashida.
Mom.
Yes,
yeah. I think this is a love and hip hop storyline.
Fight you over my dog. Me and the boy get a dog together, and I gotta get my dog back. That's my dog. That'll do the same
That's
thing.
Your what?
My dog.
What dog?
My dog. My dog.
That's my dog.
Sounds stupid. Anyway.
That's my dog.
This is what y'all not gonna do because. You know what?
To say it the proper way
I'm nice to men
stupid.
this year, so you're not gonna.
You just nice to us. I don't think you're nice to nobody.
And maybe two other people. But long story short, as men who are the head of your households, please stop embarrassing your girlfriends and wives and people, the mother of your children. Stop doing that. Y'all know.
Okay, we gonna cut that there. You feel what I'm saying? Now, what I'm gonna say is, right? This is what it all stems down to, really, because the women want the dudes that get other women. They just don't want other women coming to them or other women to be walking around being able to say, "Oh, I slept with your man." But what did she get though? She ain't getting nothing but dick, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. She ain't getting nothing but dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my woman's job, right, to know her place and play her role. Right? Her role, part of her role is to not get triggered if she knows she my wife and she the mother of my children and she got the house, she got the cars, she got everything she need. If you know you the mother of my children, part of your job is to not feed into these goofy ass hoes. Right? Now, me personally, I'm just not gonna be, I just wouldn't be dealing with everybody, right? I'm not dealing with no females that I can't be in control of. You know what I'm saying? For situations like this, like I'm not dealing with no females that's rambunctious and they gonna be hitting up my girl and doing all this extra shit, but not because it's gonna embarrass her, right? Because I'm not gonna be with a woman who I think is gonna be embarrassed by something like that, or let something like that embarrass her or bother her. I'm gonna be with a woman, and this is true strength, right? This is what my grandmothers used to do, because both my granddaddies cheated, and both my grandfathers had children outside of their actual marriages. I got uncles and stuff that's not by my grandmothers. You know what I'm saying? So my grandmothers stayed with my grandfathers. They didn't bat an eye. And my grandfathers wasn't even rich. These was regular men, right? But they knew duty. They didn't bat an eye. They stayed with my grandfathers. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they did what they were supposed to do. Some of my grandmothers even welcomed the other children. Both my grandmothers even welcomed the children in with open arms. Would let them stay the night. Would even raise them at some points of their life, right? Both my grandmothers got children that my grandfathers had outside the marriage, and they treat them as if they're their own kids. No disdain towards them, no embarrassment, none of that, right? And it's because they knew what it was. Like, they knew this was of a man, right, to do this type of stuff. They just knew that listen, one of my grannies, right, when she found out my grandfather was cheating on her and he had children outside the marriage, she stopped, because before she would help with little bills and stuff, right? Like, she would help with car notes. She would help with electric and you know, cable bills and all that little type of stuff, right? But she completely stopped doing that when she found out he was cheating. She was like, "You gonna pay these bills by yourself?" And he was like, "Hey, I can't say that. You know, it is what it is. I really wasn't tripping on you paying them bills anyway. But you know what I mean? Like I'll pay them. You know what I'm saying? That's the price I gotta pay. That's the price I gotta pay. It is what it is." And she might say something on the side like, "Well, I also want this mink coat." You know what I'm saying? And I might also want this. She wasn't asking for nothing too crazy, but you know, he had to come out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And it was what it was. He had to come out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? And so neither of my grannies complained about this. It was what it was. They wasn't about to leave him because they know it ain't nothing else good out there for them. They got children by this man. Like, what else they gonna do? What else she gonna do? Go out here and get with somebody else who gonna cheat on her too? My grandmothers knew the game. They knew what it was. Play your role. And they didn't go back and forth with these dudes' baby mamas. They kept it cordial, even though these are women that slept with their husbands while they knew they was married. They kept it cordial. They kept it player. They kept it cordial, man. Like, look, he got a child by you now. It is what it is. We gonna have to, you know, be kind and nice to each other and sweet to each other for this child. You know, and you're gonna have to respect me because I'm his wife, right? And I got some semblance of respect for you because you had a child by him, right? I ain't got to like you, but I'm gonna show you some decency, right? And so women nowadays, they just too like, they say we weak, but I think they weak as hell. I think that they built different nowadays, bro. I think men are built different as well. I'm not gonna say that men are just perfect like how our grandfathers used to be. Like, nah, right? But I think our grandfathers kind of used to be a little bit weak. Because if you ask me, I don't agree with the way neither of my granddads played it because they both wanted to have more women, right? One of my granddads was more open and honest with what he did. Right? Like my grandmother knew everything he did. One of my other granddads, though, he was kind of a liar, right? And a secretive type of dude. Me personally, I don't agree with that. If you're going to mess with me, you got to know what I'm standing on. I'm standing on nothing but business. And I'm going to let you know what it is with me and what I want. And that is what it is. If you don't like it, you can get on. It's just that simple, right? And so, but women nowadays, you know, they get so butthurt over this. They leave a dude, then leave the next dude because he cheated, then leave the next dude because he cheated. Then before you know it, they 30-something years old. And they're like, all these men ain't shit. And that, like her, men deserve less because this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. When actually the truth is that women deserve less because y'all asking for stuff that even y'all grandmothers didn't get. And y'all grandmothers at least came and they was virtuous and chaste. Y'all got more bodies. Y'all getting married at older rates that men don't even find women typically attractive. That's like in their late 30s and shit like that. Generally, you know what I'm saying? And y'all want to get married in y'all 30s. Y'all coming not virtuous, not chaste. You know what I'm saying? Higher body counts, more rambunctious, less obedient. Like, what is the dude really getting? That's why marriage is not really a thing no more because what is the guy really getting though? Like, he the one got to give you the ring. What is he really getting? You know, y'all all looking at being a few baby mamas, man. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's my opinion on it, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments because at this point, I'm just kind of rambling. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. And yeah, man, let me know what y'all think, man. I'm going to holler at y'all on the next one, man. Peace.